welcome to Roanoke County Today. I'm Teresa Hall, Roanoke County's Public Information Director. Coming up on this month's show, an update on progress here at the site of the old Glenvar Library. Now that the old facility is gone, you may be wondering what's next. Plus, everyone likes to save money. How about saving a ton? We'll tell you how just ahead. Hope you'll stay with us. In late October, Roanoke County helped launch a public awareness campaign and social media platform to get people talking about ways to save money through smarter energy use. Anne-Marie Green is Director of Roanoke County's General Services and helped spearhead this project. Anne-Marie, congratulations. I know a lot of work has been done on what's been dubbed the Save a Ton campaign, and this was kicked off through a press conference. How did you get started, though?
Well, Roanoke County was lucky to receive one of the stimulus grants. We got about $372,000 from the federal government. $322,000 went to retrofitting county buildings, but the other $50,000 went to our citizens group, RC Clear, to use in helping raise the public's awareness about energy saving and actually helping the public do energy saving things. We've done residential energy audits, did 60 of those. We're in the process of doing 40 energy audits for businesses, and then we are also have just launched, as you were talking about, the Save a Ton campaign to get people to do things for themselves. So
tell us a little bit more about the campaign itself. It involves a website where people can go to find out more information, correct?
It does. SaveAton.org is the website, and of course, being very hip, we are also on Facebook, and we would love to have people like us on Facebook. It is a regional project. The city of Roanoke is working with us, and the town of Blacksburg in the New River Valley. This is one of the few times I can remember that we've reached out and done something with them also. The city of Salem has signed on also, and there's several other organizations that have agreed to work with us on this.
So if you go to that Save a Ton website, what will you find?
Well, you will find different ways and different tips of things you can actually do at your house to save a ton. Now, there's two things we're talking about when we talk about save a ton. We're talking about saving a ton of greenhouse gas emissions, which helps our environment and our air quality here in the Roanoke Valley, and also saving a ton of money by not having to send it out to pay for utilities, gasoline, that type of thing.
Okay, so that's how the name came about then.
Exactly.
It's very clever. Who came up with it?
Well, actually, Ken Cronin, who's the Director of General Services for the City of Roanoke, came up with it. We were just brainstorming one day, and it was just perfect, because we're like, that's exactly what we're trying to do. There's 100,000 households in the Roanoke Valley, and we're trying to save 100,000 tons of greenhouse gas a year. So if each household just saves a ton, then we've got it. And so we also thought, and people will save a ton of money. So that's where the name comes from.
We've talked a little bit about the website, but for folks who are watching, why is it so important for people here locally to go there to find this information?
Well, for one thing, as I said, it's regional, and so it's backed by the city of Roanoke, Salem, us, Blacksburg. It's facts that we've gathered that, we're not trying to sell you anything. It's all just laid out there in black and white. The other thing is it will direct you to local resources and local things that you can do. It's aimed at our community. It's not aimed just at the general public, and it'll talk about you'll be able to calculate on there using your electric bills and things like that, how to save a ton.
And I think another component that is important about the website is that we have so many different ways that we're pointing people to it. The public awareness campaign, you're going to be seeing billboards and public service announcements on television that are actually directing people. So it's not like you just created the website and then it's all said and done, but you're actually going to be making a concerted effort to get people to go there.
That's correct. We have billboards. We've already been in some of the newspapers. We'll be in more. We'll have PSAs. We'll be on radio. And I think the colors that we've come up with for this campaign is really going to grab people's attention. There's some really cute little drawings that really gets the point home of how if you save that money, you can use it on other things that you might prefer to spend it on.
Right, and it's a catchy name too, so people aren't going to forget it anytime soon either.
Exactly.
SaveAton.org, correct?
Exactly, that's correct. And on Facebook, if you just go to Save a Ton, it'll pop up as a choice and you can click on it.
Oh, fantastic. And I know that after you get the public awareness out there and you get more people joining or finding the website, your goal in the end is to get more localities, more governments to also latch on to this idea as well.
Absolutely. The stimulus funding the strings attached to it are it has to be used for energy saving things, it has to be used to create jobs, and it needs to be something that can be used by other local governments or other entities. And so we would be happy to have this go statewide, countrywide. Anybody that wants to attach and become a partner, particularly in another locality, is more than welcome to.
Oh, fantastic. Always a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you. Thanks,
SaveATon.org,
Teresa.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. I'm Dan O'Donnell, Assistant County Administrator, and we are here in the Roanoke County Emergency Communication Center, the 911 Center. I'm here with Bill Greaves, who is the Director of the Communications and Information Technology Department, and Assistant Director Bill Hunter, who is kind of the day-to-day person in charge of the 911 Center. And we're here to talk about a job fair, some career opportunities that are coming up for people in the community. Welcome. Glad you could be with me today.
Thank you.
Thanks. First of all, Bill, could you give us kind of an overview of what happens in the 911 Center?
Yes, this is the main answering point when somebody has a need for assistance in the community. They pick up the phone, dial 911, and the folks here behind me will help them by determining what needs to be done to help them, and then they'll send the right help, police, fire and rescue, based on whatever the type of emergency is.
So this is where all the 911 calls come and where the emergency services are dispatched from.
Correct.
Right. And Bill, could you tell me what the duties of a dispatcher are that work here?
Well, dispatchers operate the radio to talk to police, fire, rescue, of course talk to citizens on the telephone and interpret what their needs are. So they know how to operate phones, radios, telephones. They also handle the Virginia Criminal Information Network and the National Criminal Information Network. And our folks are also trained to give emergency medical directives to give aid to citizens while the first responders are on the way.
Mm-hmm. So they actually are involved in the emergency medical dispatching. That's pretty complicated, but something we've done for quite a few years here. Bill, tell us about the job fair. What is it that you're doing to recruit folks that might want to be dispatchers?
Yes, we are having a recruitment effort coming up later this month, and we are hoping to improve the amount of applicants that we have. We are always hiring just because this is a very stressful profession, and we always have a need for additional communications officers. And it's a very difficult job to do. It's a high stress level, requires a lot of multitasking capability, and I believe there's only, I think the statistics are that 2% of the population of the country are capable of doing this job based on their background and their skill set. So we are having a full day career opportunity where folks can come in, learn about the job, learn about the pre-qualifications and the training that they're going to go through as far as being a communications officer, and hopefully by the time they leave there that day, they'll be well on their way to getting a spot in the center.
Why, where, and when is this going to happen?
It's going to be later this month, and it's going to be upstairs in this building in the Public Safety Center on Cove Road, and I'm sure we can put some more information up there as part of this interview to give them all the details about getting here, what it takes to get here, and what they need to bring with them.
Okay, and the reason you're doing this is that because of the turnover, there's vacancies?
It's turnover, and the entire process, it takes 6 to 9 months to actually become a communications officer. So it's a very lengthy training process.
Right.
So we want to do our best to get things started in the right way by having people come in and have a great understanding of what it is like to be a communications officer, and then hopefully get some of them started down the path to becoming a communications officer and being able to sit in those seats like the ones behind me.
Okay, Bill, what type of jobs are available? Is it basically just 911 dispatchers?
This is a career day specifically for 911 communications officer, and it's geared such that all of the facets of the job will be gone over to make sure this is what they're looking to do. It's not an easy job, and we're looking to fill some positions and create a pool for future positions.
Okay. And Bill, you talked a little bit about this earlier, but what are the qualifications? You said only 2% of the public is probably able to perform well in this type of position. Can you tell us what the qualifications and the process is for applicants?
Sure. There is a substantial amount of pre-qualifying that needs to take place, and that's going to include things like a polygraph exam, credit check, background review, psychological evaluations. And once a candidate moves through all that process, then they're going to go through testing, comprehension testing. There's actually a typing test involved and situational awareness testing. If they pass through all of that, then we will actually hire them as an entry-level communications officer, and then they will go through a 6 to 9 month evaluation period where they're learning the different aspects of the job, how to handle calls, how to manage the radio system, how to manage our computer-assisted dispatching software. And so it's a very lengthy and involved process, and that's why there's, I think, that only that 2% capability, because you have to not only pass all the pre-qualification information, but then you also have to be able to do the job, multitask, use your hands, your feet, your voice, your brain, of course.
Right.
And so it can become a very difficult process to get through for a lot of people. So it's a very finite group that makes it through to the end and joins these ranks.
Well, just to comment on that, it is a difficult process to get through, but I think we do have excellent facilities, and it is a good working environment.
Yes.
So I'd encourage people to think they're interested to find out more about it. Bill, is there any kind of pre-registration process for applicants?
It'll be to your advantage to complete an application online at the county website, and then the day of the orientation is you need to bring picture identification with you, and you need to be here before 8:30. The doors close promptly at 8:30.
Okay. And Bill, any more information you'd like to tell the public about the job fair or communication center in general? Or?
Well, we are very excited about the job fair because we think it's going to give us an opportunity to meet with a lot of people and really get the word out about the importance of this job, and I think the quality you'll feel as an employee here. I mean, you are really, this is not a job, this is not even a career, we call it a calling, because you really have to be dedicated, but you will feel certainly a sense of pride and ownership and being part of the public safety community here in Roanoke County.
And how does the public find out more if they want to contact you to find out more details about this job fair?
The best way to get all the information is to go to the county's website. We have additional information about the job fair and, of course, about our 911 center in general, and all the details are in there.
Well, Bill and Bill, thanks for being with us today. A lot of good information. It is a good job opportunity for those so inclined, so we do encourage people to come to the job fair. So thanks for being here today.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
The holiday season is just around the corner, and that means a lot of people are wondering what impact, if any, the holiday will have on their trash collection. Nancy DeVal is Roanoke County Solid Waste Manager and is here with all of those answers. Thank you, Nancy, for taking the time to share with our viewers what impact, if any, there will be on trash collection. I assume there will be for Thanksgiving.
Yes, there are. It's the same way we've done it for about the past 10 years. We're going to collect all the trash in 3 days. So Monday and Tuesday routes will be collected on Monday, Wednesday routes on Tuesday, and Thursday routes will be collected on Wednesday. And they will be getting this postcard next week sometime that outlines all of the holiday collection. It also has some other important information on there that they should probably try to hold on to.
All right, for that Thanksgiving week, we're collecting Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Will there be any impact at all on bulk collection?
It'll be the same day. If your bulk collection is normally a Tuesday for that week, then it would be on Monday. It follows
right, so
along with your trash collection.
Still put it out there then. Okay, all right, and that is that's for Thanksgiving. How about for Christmas?
Actually, for Christmas and for New Year's this year, it'll be good for us because it's just a day late. We're taking the holiday on Monday, both of those weeks, so everything will just fall back one day.
Okay, so it's just going to shift.
That's right, just
All
shift
right.
one day back.
All right, now when will people start getting these postcards in the mail?
Hopefully sometime next week. If they haven't received it by like Thursday of next week, please call our office so we can make sure that we get one out to you.
Well, no, that's one way of communicating with the citizens about any changes to the trash collection schedule, but you also use your website too.
Yes, we do. We use our website, and we would love it if people would sign up for that, for the Notify Me service option, because that's just a great way to get the information out to as many people as we possibly can.
Okay, yeah, for viewers who are watching and aren't aware, there's a Notify Me section on the website where you can sign up to receive alerts about trash collection and other news as well. A whole variety of ways that you can sign up to receive info.
We love it, and if everybody would get on it, then it would just make everybody's lives so much easier.
Right, and that Notify Me then sends you an email to your email address, correct?
Yes, it does.
Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the Christmas time and with your Christmas tree. Are we going to be offering any type of service where the county comes by and collects Christmas trees?
We do. It'll be the first week in January, the week after New Year's, starting on the 2nd. We ask that you go ahead and put your tree out as early as you can that week, and we just work all week long to try to collect them as quickly as we can. And if we don't get it that week, then we just pick it up with your regular bulk and brush collection.
Oh.
So we'll provide this service as long as it's necessary.
All right, Nancy, thank you very much for keeping us informed about what the trash collection schedule is going to be like for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and for New Year's. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
I'm Jennifer Conley Sexton, the Volunteer and Marketing Coordinator with Roanoke County Fire and Rescue Department. Do you have what it takes to become a volunteer firefighter in Roanoke County? If so, you won't want to miss this segment. Here with me now is Becky Ayers, a volunteer firefighter with our Fort Lewis station, to tell us more. Hi, Becky.
Hello.
Thanks for being here. In June, we kicked off our recruitment campaign entitled, Do You Have What It Takes? You've been serving as our advocate, and you're also a volunteer firefighter. Tell me how you got started.
I grew up in a family of firefighters and kind of followed their footsteps with my dad and my brother, and came here. I started off as an EMT with Montgomery County in 2009, came here in 2010, have been here ever since, enjoying every minute of it.
Wow, that's great. As an advocate, your picture has been all over the county. You are featured on our posters, our flyers, our brochures. How has the response been?
People do notice me on the pictures. They ask, hey, what's up with that? They ask, what does it take? They ask me questions about volunteering. Where do I volunteer? What does it take? What are the requirements? Things like that.
Okay. Great. I know you've set up a Facebook page to have that one-on-one contact with people who might not see you out in the community. How has that been coming along?
It's been going well. I've been putting up pictures of things that we do, like here with training, put up PR things when we're going to go out, like we went out to the mud run. People can contact me and ask me questions about how to volunteer in the county, what does it take, what do you need to do, ask me about requirements, things like that.
Yes, and you are serving as our advocate, and your husband, Justin, has also been serving. So the two of you together are really just putting a face to volunteer firefighting. And the Facebook page, I think, is so great because people can get onto the page, ask you questions, follow you weekly on some of the activities that you've been doing. So it's been great. And I think the campaign has been really successful. We've recruited 23 volunteer firefighters over the past 5 months or so. And I think in a large part that's attributed to your efforts as being such a great advocate. So thank you for that. If people want to follow you on Facebook or they want more information about the campaign, they can go to our website at www.roanokecountyva.gov/frvolunteer. Stay put. Roanoke County Today. We'll be right back.
The Roanoke County Library System is a hub of activity. Diana Rosapep is director of Roanoke County's library system and, in a way, becoming quite the expert on library construction, whether you like it or not.
That's true.
You probably like it, actually.
It's been challenging but fun.
Well, let's start with the Glenvar Library. November 1st, the old Glenvar Library was actually torn down, and it used to be behind us. And
Yes.
folks who were driving by may wonder, what's happening next?
Well, it disappeared. No,
Yes, it did.
we took it away.
Big hole.
A big hole in the ground. And in its place, the new library is going to begin construction within the next few months. It should be completed by the end of the year. Meanwhile, the old library had to be taken apart, disassembled, and hauled away carefully, and all of it, well, most of it is being recycled.
I found that fascinating that
Yeah.
that was part of your process, actually part of, I guess, Roanoke County policy at this point.
Yes, on our construction projects, we do seek LEED certification, which is a way of measuring energy efficiency and a good use of resources. And this old library, fortunately, could be reused in many places.
That's very good. The site behind us, what
Yes.
all do they have to do at this point? I mean, you hauled away the remnants of the old library,
It's gone.
and for people who are going to be driving by, what might they see in the coming months?
What you're seeing right now is part of the demolition project, and now that the old library building is gone, they have hauled away the asphalt from the parking lot and all the other features that supported the old building. What people will see in the next few months is site development, which is laying in the water pipes, the electrical lines, things like that, and leveling off the site for the new library. The new library won't be located where the old one was.
Will not or will?
Will not.
Okay, so you have a different site here on this property.
It's on this
It's on the
property,
property.
but it will be down closer to the road where people can see it better.
Fantastic. And people who are wondering about what the new library is going to look like, it's actually online. You've got
It is.
some artistic renderings.
Yes, we do. We have the architect's renderings of the building. There's 4 different views, so people can get an idea of what this beautiful new building is going to look like.
All right, we've talked about the Glenvar Library.
Yeah.
Let's switch gears a little bit.
Oh,
This
the
is
big
what
guy.
makes yes. We're going to talk about South County Library
Yes.
now, and it is just amazing to drive past there on Merriman and to see everything that's taken place.
I was in it very recently, and it's amazing to me. Every time I go in it, it seems like immense changes have taken place. It's speeding toward conclusion. We expect to have the building essentially done by the end of November, and then the library will begin moving into it throughout December, and with a grand opening on January 3rd, 2012.
Now, to make way for the new opening, you are actually going to have to shut down the headquarters library mid-December, I believe.
December 16th, we'll close at 6 p.m., that's a Friday, and then the moving company will come in and start packing up the book collection to take to the new library and some of the office supplies and other things.
And your staff has been great about trying to educate the public about this closing, and also to tell people, what they need to do if they've got books that need to be returned, etc.
Yes, and if they have any questions, if patrons have any questions at all about that, they should always call us, 772-7507. We'll be glad to answer all their questions or provide them any information they would like to have.
What an exciting time for you and the staff.
It is.
When I was saying that you were becoming an expert in library construction, I was just joking with you, but in reality, this has been quite a lesson for you, just in everything that's involved.
I had no idea when I started with this. I have learned so much, not nearly enough, but I've learned a lot. It's been great.
Well, librarians are asked all kinds of questions, and now you can maybe answer a few about construction as well.
I'm waiting for that one.
All right. Well, congratulations on everything that you've accomplished, and best of luck in the next couple of months.
It'll be great. We invite everybody to come.
All right. Thanks, Diana.
Thank you.
And stay with us. We'll be right back.
Interested in keeping up with Roanoke County? Follow us on Twitter and Facebook, or find us on YouTube. For a link to county departments using social media to communicate, visit our website at roanokecountyva.gov.
That's all for this month's edition of Roanoke County Today. Remember, for more information on Roanoke County events and programs, please visit our website at roanokecountyva.gov. Hope to see you again next month.